Hi everyone, I'm Nick Fisher, registered dietitian for CoreLife of Bel Air. Thanks for joining us today for Cooking Up with CoreLife, and today we're going to be discussing food waste. So before we get started, I just want to remind everyone that even though our offices are temporarily closed, you can still meet with your care team through a telehealth visit. And you can also track your progress on the CoreLife app and the remote patient monitoring program. So to get scheduled to meet with your care team through a telehealth visit, call your local office or email and our team can get you scheduled. So let's get started. Food waste, especially at a time like this when we may not be able to leave our houses as much as we'd like, can be really important. I don't like throwing money away, so I really don't like food waste. For me, the simplest way to use up, like the leftover produce in the fridge is soup. I like soup because one, it tastes good. Two, you can put it with sandwiches. Three, it's always good as a leftover. It's easy to pack for things. But it really is a simple way to use things up. So let's pretend, for example, you find like that one carrot in the back of the produce drawer. You find the potato somewhere in the pantry. You have a little bit of leftover croutons from a salad. That little bit of shredded cheese that isn't enough to do anything with per se, but it's still there and you don't want to waste it. You have a bag of spinach that's going bad. But you have something like this, canned diced tomatoes. I like chunky tomato soup. So for me, that's a good starting point because by doing some chunky tomato soup like that with some broth, putting my other vegetables in it, getting kids involved, letting them shred that carrot or the potato if they're old enough to do so. Adding that spinach to the soup so as it heats up, it cooks the carrot and the potato, the spinach wilts in. If you have some leftover chicken from something, now you can add protein to your soup. A can of beans is really easy to add good protein, good carbs to a soup. If you want a spicy soup, add some hot sauce. If somebody else doesn't want spicy, they don't have to add the hot sauce. If you want it to be a thicker soup, add less broth. If you want thinner, add more broth. Put your leftover croutons on top as a garnish with the cheese. It just adds to what you're doing, but instead of wasting the food, you used it, you got all the nutrition from it, and you saved yourself some money. So for today, I made a quick tomato soup. I know you guys don't want to watch me simmer broth, so I opened up just a can of tomatoes like this, added about a cup of broth, shredded my carrot, my potato, added my spinach, my little bit of chicken breast left over from last night, and some beans, and this is what you end up with. Let me turn this camera a little bit here. So I'm going to turn this soup over. So you can see it's a big pot. This is probably 2 people's worth of food at least, but it has chicken for our protein, potato and beans for our carb, our spinach wilted into it, and it's way more colorful than a traditional tomato soup. And again, it was all leftovers from my fridge. So I didn't spend any money on it, but I get all the benefits of the nutrition from the food itself. So thanks for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to our CoreLife channel and comment below with any questions, comments, or additional topics you want covered. And be sure to check out our other fitness, nutrition, and cooking videos. Thanks for stopping by. Stay healthy.